We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is the WGNS Action Line, talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. Now, your host, Bart Walker.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome into the Action Line from WGNS. What a beautiful morning it is. Fall is in the air. You can't help but notice that. And it's right on cue, because tonight is our first high school football game. We have some friends with us this morning from Habitat for Humanity, and some big things are happening at Habitat. Melissa Cross is with us. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Bart. Thank you for having us today.
Good to have
and it's
you.
so beautiful out. I just love this weather.
And Megan Hutchings is here, too.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. You're all set for the cooking to build, I bet.
Getting there, yes, sir.
Okay, getting there, okay. But the painting has already started now.
Yes, sir. I started August 1st, and it's going to go through October the 15th.
So for people who are new to town and they're thinking, what are they talking about? What is it that's happening?
The whole shebang. So on Saturday, November the 2nd, we will have the 17th annual Cooking to Build. We will have cooking teams set up all around the square. They're going to be making soup, stew, or chili. And then we will also have painted bowls. And some of those bowls are bowls that have been painted by Color Me Mine staff. And then we also have bowls that people in the community have painted that are actually their bowls. So if you're interested in that, you can go and paint your own bowl at Color Me Mine. And it will be available the day of the event, Saturday, November the 2nd.
I've always enjoyed doing that. In fact, our whole family has done it, and we have a collection of bowls
Yes.
that you can look back on.
Yes, I'm sure.
And they're really fun to do.
They are. It's really, it's good fellowship with your friends or family. If you have young children, it's a great keepsake. I was telling Brian last week, we're going to keep our first bowl that our children painted, and then when they move out, send the rest of those bowls with them.
Yeah.
So they should be set for a good while.
Well, so now's the time to do the painting. Do you need to make reservations to head over to Color Me Mine?
Yes, if you have a larger group, they are taking reservations Monday through Thursday. Just call ahead and let them know how many is in your party, and they'll get you all squared away. If you're a smaller group, you can go throughout the week and weekend. They just want to be prepared for those larger groups of like 8 or more. They're going to be coming in to paint.
Now, where is Color Me Mine?
It is in the avenue right across basically from, I think, the workout area there and down from Belk, near the children's place and what have you.
All right. Now, this event that you're talking about, Cooking to Build, it is a huge event. And 17 years, it's very successful, or it wouldn't be around for 17.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love that it happens the first weekend right after the farmers market ends. So if you're used to coming to the square on Saturday, just keep coming, and you'll get some delicious food. We have desserts and drinks, and we also have two bands playing this year. So it's a family-friendly event, and it's a great way for us to advocate and raise money for the mission.
And it's usually chilly by then, cool.
Yes, yeah, we've had all kinds of weather.
The stew and chili itself, soup, that all fits in.
Yeah, it's perfect. And if you are somebody that likes to cook, or if you have a business or a group, if you like to tailgate, and that's something that you do anyways, we're still taking booths.
And this is pretty competitive.
It is. It is. We do have a Golden Bowl winner each year that people vote for, and definitely some friendly competition amongst some of the veterans that have been doing it for a long time.
There are some folks in there who really are proud of their tradition of winning,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
they really take this serious.
They do. It's fun. Yes, there is some competition there, but I don't think the cooking teams put in a lot of time and effort and perfect their recipes and buy the supplies and work really hard the night before and the day of setting up. So they appreciate the compliments, they appreciate the votes. That's not why they're doing it, but they do put a lot of time and energy and effort into making the very best dish that
And
they
we
can.
do encourage everybody to vote.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
you
yes.
know, and we're getting so many neat new kind of recipes because it used to be all chili, and now we're getting all sorts of things, various soups, and there have been several of the Italian soups and
Gumbo.
and I know a couple of people have been adding bacon because bacon is so fun.
Okay,
So 2 years ago, Thrivent was actually cooking the bacon there, and boy, that smell of the bacon
boy.
just drew people over there. So
Now-
it's fun, and everybody should vote.
What is the date on that again?
Saturday, November the 2nd.
November 2nd. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're wondering what can I do on the weekends prior to that, we have plenty of things to do. In fact, Melissa, for people who like to live the exciting life, you've got some fun, exciting things.
This is my favorite event. It's called Hammer Down for Habitat. It's a poker run. So we have cars and motorcycles that gather in the morning at Habitat, and they go out on a 100-mile run through beautiful Tennessee. I wish I could actually do the run. I can't because I have to set up for the next part of it. But it's just beautiful, and the cars and the motorcycles. And we have classic cars, and we have different car clubs, and we have motorcycle clubs. But you can just do it in your regular late model car.
So if somebody says, I just want to go have
Just
some
go,
fun,
yeah, just
look
go
at the
do
countryside
the run. Yeah.
and
yeah.
support Habitat, you can do it.
Exactly. And then everything ends at Hop Springs Beer Park, which is a great facility. And so people can just come there. They can buy just a ticket for that. And there's lunch and live music and prizes. And I say, almost everybody leaves with some kind of prize because we just really fill that up. So, and then they can see all the cars and motorcycles. And so it's
they're
kind of a car
beautiful.
show.
Yeah. So, and I see some pictures here. You've got a good-looking Chevy Classic truck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you've got the, is that a 55 Corvette?
I really don't know, but kind of looks like that, yeah.
And there's
So-
some good-looking motorcycles.
Yeah,
too.
so the truck photo that you see, that's Kevin Tates, and he is a TV host. He was host of DIY Network shows, Classic Rides, and several shows for Speed Network, and so he was host of Trucks, and he does wonderful restorations. And he may call in today.
Now, this 100-mile poker run, how does that work? What is it? Do you play with a game of
Yeah, so the poker part of it is when they start out, they get a hand of cards, and then at each stop, they pick up another card. So by the end of the poker run, they have several cards to choose from to make their best hand or even their worst hand. And we have prizes for all of those. So it really is fun collecting the cards as they go along.
So you really do get to see a 100-mile area
Right.
of Middle Tennessee.
Right. And I've got the map on our website, too, so they can look at that.
Okay, and this will be in great fall colors.
Yeah.
this time.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it starts, this is September the 21st. And where does it start?
So it starts at the Habitat office over here on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, which used to be Mercury Boulevard. And it will start there, and they all go out, leave from there. We usually have the motorcycles go first, and then the cars come after them. And then they head out, and then we all go over to Hop Springs to get ready for the luncheon event. And
So it takes
music.
them, about an hour or two?
They will get there, so they'll leave about 8:30, and they'll get there at about noon.
About noon, okay.
Yeah.
And so they get to see the beauty of Middle Tennessee in
Right.
bright colors of fall, and it will be gorgeous, too.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Saturday, September the 21st, 16th annual. So this started just a year after the very
After
first
Cooking
one.
to Build, yeah, yeah.
So-
16th year.
A lot of things were happening there. on
Yeah.
the
So
16th.
back then, this event was started and is run by Richard Luneack, who is with General Mills, and he started it just with a group of guys at General Mills. They were motorcycle riders, and they decided they would just do this ride and make some money for Habitat. Richard is on our board of directors.
So you wouldn't let him go.
Yeah. So, I mean, he has raised a lot of money over the year. This usually raises $40,000. So it's even on those rainy days, we've still had a lot of people come. And even on those rainy days, we still have the event at Hop Springs. So, everybody can be inside, and there's music and lunch and everything.
And if you're in a car that has a top on it,
You'll
even
be
on a
fine.
rainy day,
Yeah.
the 100-mile run is fun.
Fun. Yep, absolutely.
Probably not quite as fun on a motorcycle, but still
No,
fun.
and you know how it is here. It could be raining across the street and
That's
sunny
right.
on the
It
other
changes.
side. So they've gone out sometimes when it has been nice, and then they'll hit a little patch of rain, or the other way around.
So if you are really, I've underlined that if you're new to town and you want to see what the area looks like and help a very
Yes.
worthwhile cause,
Yes, that's fun.
this is it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a whole day of fun and partying and meeting new people.
Right.
Whether you're new or old to town, you can meet new people and come out on top.
Absolutely, and I do encourage car clubs and motorcycle clubs, and so then they can have their own little area where they all park together, and it might be, I don't know, British. I'm trying to get the British Car Club people to join us. We'll have some electric vehicles. Nissan is a diamond sponsor, so they will have some of their cars there. And last year they had some really, really neat cars.
Oh, they've
So,
got some
yeah.
beauties.
So they will be there. And again, it's really fun just looking around and seeing. There's some, as I say, some classic cars. The Stones River Antique Automobile Club is very involved. So they always bring a bunch of cars.
That takes us back to the cars of the 60s where a lot of folks really remember those as the classics.
Yes.
Of course, they have some even older classics,
Yep.
Model Ts and what have you.
From the 40s and 50s, and of course some of us who grew up in the 60s, we love to buy that old Mustang and fix it up. We have a great variety of cars.
And that's date again for the 16th annual Hammer Down for Habitat Poker Run, Saturday, September the 21st, and starts at 8:30, did you say?
It does, but if people just want to join later at Hop Springs, they can come at noon or 11:30 or so. So there is the general admission.
Okay, and it does start at the Habitat office right there on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Yes, yes.
So 8:30 that morning. You do need to sign up in advance, I would imagine.
Well, you can buy tickets there. Of course, we like to have people sign up beforehand because then I know what size T-shirt they need, and everybody does get a T-shirt, so we try and make sure we have all the sizes for everybody.
Sounds great. So make it a point to be there Saturday, September 21st at the 16th annual Hammer Down for Habitat. So two big events.
Yeah, and
Good.
tickets are available at Eventbrite.
Okay.
And I see Richard coming. So they can just go to Eventbrite and put in Hammer Down or Cooking to Build, and it will pop up where the tickets are.
This is the guy you wouldn't let go?
Yes, this is Richard Luneack. I'll let him sit down and join us and tell a little bit about how he started the event.
Richard, when you got into this, did you realize that, 16 years later you'd still be here?
Well, we were hoping so for sure. No, we're excited that I'm sorry I'm late, but we're excited that we're on our 16th year, and we're looking forward to it. And we started it just as a group kind of ride out of the General Mills plant here in town. And it was just a group of guys that got together, and we decided to ride around and make some money for Habitat, and we called it Hammer Down for Habitat. And well, we've just been expanding it over the years and having a lot of fun.
Now, you were at General Mills at the time, but were you also involved in antique automobiles or things of that sort?
Well,
or motorcycles?
Gearhead by nature, so yes, I was a rider plus cars and
Trucks?
trucks, mostly trucks for me. But yes, to answer your question, I've been at General Mills for a long time.
So what is your favorite vehicle now, looking back at what you have?
Of my personal vehicles?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a Dodge truck guy, square body all the way. I have 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what years are those?
Let's see. I have an 87, 88, a couple of 91s, and an 84. if I
Those
recall
are
correctly.
classics. Those are really beautiful.
Yes.
So what makes a Dodge guy and a Ford guy or a Chevy guy? Because I'm sure you have a little bit of everything.
I think mine started probably because my dad owned Dodges, and that's what we had and grew up with, and I learned to work on, and I worked on Chevys, I worked on Fords. I just, wrenching around on a Dodge to me is more fun.
I think a lot of the young people today miss out on a lot of fun by not having this opportunity to have some of these classic vehicles. It's a whole different world, I guess, if you have to have a computer to work on them.
Well, that's one of the reasons I guess you'd call a holdout. My newest vehicle is 09 or 08, I think, somewhere around in there. But yeah, I'm not really interested in the newer stuff for that very reason.
So, but you got some classics that will be in this 16th annual Hammer Down for Habitat. We're going to pause for just a moment. We'll be back and talk some more about Richard and some of the cars that he's had over his lifetime, and we can all reminisce. Everybody loves to reminisce about some of the vehicles that they've had. They make a very special part of their life, and so that's one of the fun things about the Hammer Down for Habitat. Whether it's a motorcycle, a car, or a pickup, you just see memories out there. We'll be back and continue. Stay with us. And by the way, if you have a question or a comment, we do take texts at 615-618, brother, 615-893-1450. 615-893-1450.
All That's News, your afternoon local news, traffic, and weather update with Matt Lane. Weekday afternoons, 4:40 until all sports talk on News Radio WGNS.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who offers energy-saving tips during hot summer months. Install programmable thermostats that automatically adjust temperatures for optimal comfort and energy savings. For more tips, go to mte.com/myenergyplan.
This is Peter Demas, and our family is inviting your family to come eat with us at Demas's restaurant. We started doing a limited time only menu, so once a month we add new menu items to it for 1 month only. We're bringing back an old item that we used to have that we don't have anymore. So for example, we brought back clam sauce spaghetti this month. Last month we had Greek spaghetti. And again, that'll change. Now that you've heard about the changes that we're making at Demas's, you need to check it out, so come on over right now. Demas's Restaurant on Northwest Broad Street.
Hi, this is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. We have all the items needed to spoil your pet, toys, food, treats, and more. Whether you're a new pet parent or a very experienced one, you'll find the items and help you need here at Animal City. We are proud and thankful to be celebrating our 33rd year in the Murfreesboro community. That's Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street, right here in Murfreesboro. Please check out our Facebook page.
Tire World's annual at-cost tire sale simple instructions. First, get on the Tire World website. Next, shop and purchase your tires online or in the store. Now, schedule a time within the next 30 days to have your tires installed. This sale is literally that simple. It is easy, convenient, and saves you lots of money. That's because at Tire World, we don't put discount in our name. we put the discount in your pocket.
At Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
We'll see sunny skies here this afternoon with a high in the upper 80s. Tonight, mostly clear, low near 65. By Friday, sunshine high of 92 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS. Currently
Overnight, Good
864.
Neighbor Talk turns to UFOs, aliens, the unknown. It's Coast to Coast AM overnight every night on WGNS Murfreesboro.
64, wow. I tell you, that is springtime. That is wonderful weather. 64 degrees right now. Let's go and celebrate the weather. Our phone number, 615-893-1450. 615-893-1450. We are talking this morning about some of the fun things that are happening with Habitat for Humanity. And we're just around the corner from the 16th annual Hammer Down for Habitat Poker Run. One of our guests with us this morning, Richard Luneack. And you started this event. You got it going here.
Yes. I was reminiscing during the commercial break about the years, how this has grown, and the many supporters out in the community that have gotten involved and become a part of this. And every year they continue to support and arrive. And, you know, we have a kinship or a friendship, if you will, with all the sponsors and the people that attend. And if you think about everybody coming together for a common goal in today's world, I mean, it's just, for me, it's one of the drivers that helps keep you going to keep this event strong and raising the money. And then I think about the attendees. Some of the attendees, I've had a couple that's been with the event for the entire life of it, even though they don't work at General Mills anymore. And some of them are retired and other, went to other places. But some of the riders and some of the people that help organize it, the volunteers, the day of, we're all just a bunch of family, and we have a really good time with this event. It's a great way to come out and support the community, have a great time while doing it, whether you're riding your motorcycle or, showing off your hot rod, or in the past we've had some the runners with us, and it's just a whole community of people that just love to get together and have a good day and raise money while we're at it.
So some people come a long way to do this, and we do encourage everybody in Middle Tennessee, even up to Kentucky and around, because especially the motorcycle riders, they love to have a run somewhere and join in.
And this is a really special run. I mean, the scenery is beautiful. You've worked hard on getting the exact right place for everybody to enjoy.
As a motorcycle rider, we try to do is select what we think most people like to run, the back roads, secondary roads of our great state of Tennessee here, and enjoy the scenery and the countrysides. And our route, we change it up every few years, but it generally is around 100 miles total, and including stops throughout the community and other counties as well.
Now, I think we're stopping in Lynchburg this year.
I think this year we're also in Lynchburg, yes.
So you can see a little bit of history.
And you stop and you pick up your poker card, and you can see a little bit of that. And
do you have time to do a little looking around when you're stopping? Or?
We do build time into the schedule to allow, when they go to, like, say, Lynchburg this year, that they have enough time to hang out and visit the vendors on the square and maybe have an ice cream or whatever. Yes.
So you're not. It's not a race. It's just trying to get the poker run.
Yeah, historically the motorcycle group likes to kind of stick together as a group, and we have what we call a road captain who will lead that group throughout the route, so that they all kind of arrive at the same time. They go draw their hands, and then they all get back on the road and go to the next point.
Now, how many bikers in the group are there when the run goes on?
Historically, we've had around 60 bikes. It's goes up and down over the year, and depending on weather.
That's a lot of bikes on one road.
We would like to see 120 this year.
Really?
Yeah, challenging everybody out there listening.
Cool. So that would make it exciting for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So another great ride this year, another great route to take. And so make it over. So they need to be at Habitat at about 8:30. Is that right? Or no, you're leaving
About
early.
8 o'clock, and then they leave at 8:30.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And the motorcycles are the first one out.
We always send the motorcycles out, and then the cars behind them. And
Right.
we always want the car to stay we always want the car group to stay behind the motorcycles. It just works better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we do offer discounts for car clubs, so if they let me know, I'll send them a special link to get a discounted ticket. And we also offer that for military and veterans and first responders. So I'm hoping, and I always stop at the police stations, and I know a lot of those guys have motorcycles, so I'm hoping to have a big group from some of those groups.
So all they need to do is get with you?
Yeah, they do need to let me know so I can send them a special link, which is on Eventbrite. Again, that's where anybody can get tickets, but there's a kind of hidden ticket for special groups.
Mm-hmm. So get with Melissa Cross at Habitat for Humanity.
Right.
And be ready for that September 21st Hammer Down for Habitat Poker Run, number 16. Now, your group is pretty good at creating some really good chili and things of that sort for the cooking to build.
Well, we do Hammer Down. We do have a tent represented at Cooking to Build on, and actually, it's my wife and I are the cooking team. So we always make the zuppa toscana. And we would love for everybody to come out and vote for us as number one. So
and
we
that's
can
my
finally win.
favorite. It really is my favorite.
So, and that was a sneaky way to sort of jump into that subject once again. But I didn't realize you and your wife were the chefs of your group.
For our tent, yes, Hammer Down. Yeah, that's correct. I mean, over the years, we've had other people way early. What would that be? 2010. 2011, yeah, a long time ago, and I was just helping that person. When they retired, then I kind of took that duty over, and decided to try something new, and I've had a lot of fun. I love that event. I love to see the people come out. It's a great venue and it's just really a good time. Rain, sleet, snow,
All of the above, yeah.
I mean, we've had it all over the
have.
years, and we've had a really good time with that event.
And that's November 2nd on that one, which
Right.
is a Saturday.
Yes,
And
sir.
you just can't tell about the weather. We've had cold days. We had one when I first started, I think that was in 2014. It was so cold, everybody was wrapped up in blankets.
And the
But, the
hot
sun
chili and
comes
soup
out.
is good.
Yeah, it's great still.
Last year was about perfect.
Yeah.
Don't say it, Bart. Don't say it.
Yeah.
I want it to be perfect again. Yes.
Okay. We won't talk about the weather.
That's right.
But I do encourage everybody who does want to have a food tent, and those are free. They just have to put down a deposit so that we make sure that they come. But, get creative because there's so many great soups and stews and chilies and gumbos that you can make. There was another one that had the same Italian soup that you make, Richard.
As our community has new people coming in, bringing different styles from different parts of the country.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of people in from the New Orleans area,
Yes.
and that's quite popular. New England.
I love a gumbo.
Oh boy, I tell you, it's just, and then chili is good no matter where it's from.
Absolutely. And there's so many different kinds of chili that you can make.
Yes. So if you love any of those stews, soups, gumbos, any of those, they will be available, and it's basically all you can eat.
Yes, all you can eat. Dessert,
so-
drink, food.
That's right. People don't think about that. You get the desserts as well.
Some people get their dessert first if they're smart.
Life is short.
That's right.
Eat
And
dessert first.
That's right.
They just eat the dessert the whole time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And we have had root beer floats
Mm-hmm.
and just all sorts of creative things. We've had the donut people, and so there's always something fun as far as the added things for the desserts and
Now, if you're
snacks.
painting your bowl now, and we encourage you to do that, because there's a limited time. What is the time span of painting the bowls for Cooking to Build?
They have until October the 15th.
Okay.
That is the cutoff.
Okay, paint the bowls up until October 15th.
Yes,
So you
sir.
paint them and then they fire them, and then they bring them over to Cooking to Build on November 2nd.
There's some bonuses if you do it that way. You get sort of an edge on enjoying the best.
You get in a little bit early. You get in at 10:30, and of course, I do encourage people to come be a sponsor of the event too, and sponsors get in at 10:30.
Okay. And if you have questions on either of these, being a sponsor or painting the bowl, just call Habitat for Humanity.
Right.
What's the
right.
phone number over there?
615-890-5877.
Okay. And if you have any questions at all about Habitat, you can call that number. People don't realize Habitat for Humanity never slows down.
Never.
You said that perfectly, Bart. People are like, "Are you guys busy?" Yes.
Always
All the
building
time.
houses.
Yes.
Right now, you're working. This is 200th house. Is around the
200th
corner.
house. We will build the walls for that on Friday, tomorrow, at Nissan. And so it's called a panel build. And all of the Nissan employees can come out in like 1 hour shifts and build the walls. And then we actually stand the walls up so that by about 2 o'clock, there's a house right there in the parking lot. And they can meet the homeowner, the future homeowner, and go through the house and say, here's your bedroom, here's your living room. It's just really fun to see it happen. But those walls will be built tomorrow by Nissan, and then we'll carry those walls out to Legacy Point, where the house will be, completely built.
That's a great idea. The Legacy Point is a new subdivision, a Habitat subdivision.
Right.
It was
right.
hard finding property, and so
We
you-
bought 18 acres.
Let's solve
Yeah.
that problem.
And so it will be about 76 families and homes. We have about, I think, 32 right now. So we're about to go into phase 3. And we have 20 new future homeowners who just joined our class. They were selected and they are going through the class, which means financial literacy and home ownership training.
They're getting all the knowledge that everybody
All
else
the
wishes
knowledge,
they
yep.
had.
I wish that I had had all of that because they learn all those things about finances, how to check your credit score and what to buy and not buy, and how to be prepared to be eligible for a mortgage. And so that's a Habitat mortgage, low interest. And I want to tell you, the monthly mortgage payments are lower than what people are paying for rent.
Now,
Much
plus
lower.
the homes are very energy efficient.
Oh, they are. They're really energy efficient. They're adorable. I love these homes, and anybody can go out to Legacy Point and just drive through and kind of see the homes because they're beautiful.
We had some folks on the radio here Monday from MTSU's concrete management program,
Yes,
Good,
yes.
and they were talking about Habitat for Humanity. They've come up with a way to make the homes more energy efficient by using concrete instead of wood. And so they're working with you trying to develop some,
Right.
and they're talking about concrete walls. I mean, they're not talking about homes as we think about them.
Right, right. We haven't started that. We do have a concrete slab, so these are all built on slabs. And right now it is wood walls, 2x4s and 2x6s. But we went to the Habitat of Tennessee conference, and there were some kind of unique things that people are doing, metal walls and all sorts of things.
So this is really a good cutting edge home. I mean, this is
Right.
better really in design than most people can get.
All energy efficient appliances, and the doors and windows are all energy efficient. So they're getting, the people who are moving into these homes have very low utility costs, which is part of the whole affordable housing thing that we do.
For people who are listening and they're thinking to themselves, I would love to have a Habitat home, how do you get this ball rolling?
They will open up the applications again in March of 2025. And so through that we select, and you can go on our website and see what the qualifications are, but through that we usually select about 20 people to go through the program. It takes Angie Ezel, our home ownership coordinator, a while to go through all those applications and check them out and verify them. And then families get selected, and they go through about 50 weeks of financial literacy and home ownership education.
So that's all you need to do is just apply and wait, but you have these certain criteria you do prior to starting to bill.
Yeah, if they go to our website, which is rchfh.org, and click on the home ownership tab, they can find out all the information about that program and how to apply.
Okay. So good things to know. And if you have a loved one or if you yourself would love to have a Habitat home, this is a great opportunity to get a beautiful home and one that is truly energy efficient. We're going to pause our final break, and we will be back and continue the conversation about all of these great events that help support Habitat for Humanity.
Middle Tennessee football and basketball games are right here. This is Chip Walters on Rutherford County's Blue Raider Station.
MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Hi, this is Tina Fox at the Rutherford Farmers Co-op. Please come and see us for all your gardening, home, and farm needs. We have a great selection of clothing, farm items, and also our wonderful gift department. Please come see us for all your gift items. And we also have local honey. And if you're interested in being a beekeeper, we do have supplies for that. We have from hives to suits to whatever you need to take care of those bees. We're located at 985 Middle Tennessee Boulevard, just off of South Church.
Tire World's annual at-cost tire sale, simple instructions. First, get on the Tire World website. Next, shop and purchase your tires online or in the store. Now, schedule a time within the next 30 days to have your tires installed. This sale is literally that simple. It is easy, convenient, and saves you lots of money. That's because at Tire World, we don't put discount in our name. We put the discount in your pocket.
At Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
And we remind you, if you get your electricity from Middle Tennessee Electric, this weekend, Saturday, will be the annual virtual meeting. All you have to do to attend is to call them or go by in person and sign up and say, hey, I get my power from Middle Tennessee Electric, and you are a member and you get to go to that virtual meeting. Plus, you get to sign up for some of the gifts that they give away. Again, the virtual meeting is this Saturday.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. All those friends you've made while banking here over the years, well, they're still there. And so are the delicious, warm, homemade cookies.
In Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Everything you enjoyed at Capstar, still there at Old National Bank. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We'll see sunny skies here this afternoon with a high in the upper 80s. Tonight, mostly clear, low near 65. By Friday, sunshine high of 92 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS.
Currently, it's 64.
If you have something to buy, sell, or trade, call me. Weekday mornings at 7:50 for Swap and Shop.
WGNS, AM, FM, and online.
I love that 64 degrees. Welcome back. This morning on our program, we're learning about some fun things happening at Habitat for Humanity. Right now, it's cooking to bills, painting the bowls. And you have right now until October the 15th to paint your bowl at Color Me Mine. And Megan, again, where is Color Me Mine located?
It's located in the Avenue, just down the way from Belk. Caitlin and her team over there do a tremendous job of taking care of all the customers and going out of their way to make sure that everything gets taken care of before the event.
And when is Cooking to Build?
Saturday, November the 2nd.
And you can have Richard Luneack's delicious What is it that you're making?
Zuppa Toscana.
I'm
It's an
glad you
Italian potato
you
soup,
have to
sausage
say
and
that
potato
instead
soup.
of me.
Zuppa Toscana.
Okay.
It is delicious. It is.
I love potato soup though. So is it cold or hot?
It's hot, but it's we spicy wise we keep it kind of tempered, but to appeal to more people.
Okay.
The wife and I, we tend to like it a little spicier at home when we make it.
So is this? Do the Italians really love extra spicy food?
As I understand it.
Okay. So bring your own spices if you want to.
Well, we bring with us some extra crushed red pepper and for the folks who like it a little spicier.
You can make it authentic.
Yeah, a lot of the food tents do that, so that they want to have it kind of mild, but they have the hot sauce and other condiments that go with it. Maybe it's sour cream and cheese or whatever.
So Cooking to Build is on November 2nd, a Saturday, November 2nd. We keep saying that. Remember that date. And Cooking to Build's Painting the Bowls is going on right now through October the 15th. But even closer is the Hammer Down for Habitat for Humanity Poker Run, the 16th annual, and that's Saturday, September the 21st. Man alive.
Usually the third week in September.
Richard, that'll be here before you know it.
It's just around the corner.
Yep.
So are you ready? Are you riding your bike or your truck?
Last year I brought one of my trucks. I used to bring a bike every year, but with working the event, it got easier just to bring the truck. So I'll probably just bring a truck again this year.
Yeah, so that sounds... And what kind of truck is this?
The one I'll bring is probably the 87 D150.
Okay, is that the one that's in the picture here?
That's one of Kevin's.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a Chevy, right?
That is a Chevy.
That's what I thought. I thought that didn't look like a Dodge.
And there are a couple of classic car people who don't want to do the 100-mile run in their car. So they'll come in the morning and everybody can look at their cars, but then they just go out to Hot Springs.
Okay, so you can do... Now, the car show will be at Hot Springs
Springs. Hot Springs is where everybody ends up.
Okay.
So, and people can get a general admission ticket for just $15 and come out and have food and prizes and fun and live music and look at all the cars and the motorcycles.
So that's what they need to do. That's a fun thing. But for people who are new to town and they want to take in the area, see the scenery, you don't have to be a serious motorcycle driver. You don't have to have a classic car. Just get in your own car.
Your own car and follow along and see the beautiful scenes and be with all that group doing the run.
And let's see, Richard, you have been on these runs many times, about the same time of the year. Is this as the color is at its max in Tennessee?
It's a little ahead of the leaf change colors that you're describing. It's a little ahead of that, but it's still a great time of the year for riding. I mean, even with this cooler weather break, I've noticed a lot more motorcycles out on the road lately, which, good point to bring up, be on the lookout for motorcycles.
So just get your tickets now.
Yeah.
And so they can do that by simply calling Habitat?
Oh, or they can go to Eventbrite and then just put in Hammer Down and just get your ticket that way. And, of course, that then guarantees them a T-shirt because they'll say what their T-shirt size is.
One thing we have not talked about is what's happening at Hot Springs once they get back.
Yeah, we have live music from Whiskey Smoke, and they are a great band. I mean, they will play all those songs that everybody wants to hear and sing along with. And then Rick Monroe, who is a nationally acclaimed singer, and he usually is out with his band across the country, but he will come and do a little set too, so we really enjoy him. And he wrote a song called Hammer Down, so we use that in our promotions.
So that's coming up, and that'll be a part of it. It's sort of a family get-together, it sounds like.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so this is good for the whole family. All ages can participate, and the kids will enjoy seeing the classic cars and motorcycles.
Oh, they really do. They really do.
Now, Richard, your collection is mostly trucks, and that's really cool. Is that the most popular thing to collect here in the Middle Tennessee area?
I don't know if it's most popular. I know a lot of people that, the Antique Automobile Club that they come and join us every year. They all have cars, and I love old cars, hot rod cars, just any kind of cool car. I even had a '69 Dodge Charger for a little while, but then I know another group that's what he builds. He builds trucks all the time for autocross. They race autocross. And so, everybody kind of has their thing they love, and mine is trucks.
And we do have a lot of electric cars that come. I personally own an electric car. And you mentioned Middle Tennessee Electric. They have an MTE EV car club, and you can join that, and they have wonderful events and things like that.
So can outsiders join the MTE EV club?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And learn all about electric cars. So they have a blog, and you can see all the information about that. So it's a great thing to join that, and you find out about events and even about the particular cars.
Now, what do you enjoy most about having an electric car?
I don't have to go to the gas station. haven't had to do it since 2018. I just plug in at home. I've got a nice charger at home. I live in Nashville, so I do have a commute, but that's not a problem. So I don't have to stop for gas ever.
And you don't have to change your oil?
Don't have to do all those maintenance things. I mean, basically all you have to do is your tires.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do any of that.
I wonder if 40 years from now, we'll have a group that has classic EV cars.
Well, absolutely. They are doing it now. They're taking classic cars, and it's very easy actually to do. Take out the engine and everything and put in an electric motor. I mean, that's all you need in there. You don't need all those different parts and stuff. So I'm hoping somebody might come with one of those.
Richard, didn't they have electric cars back in the 20s?
Yeah, that was the first thing that they did.
So, I mean, you could have a real classic electric car.
They had that and steam engines.
Yeah. In fact, in Murfreesboro, I remember in the 60s, there were people selling electric cars. They were not stylish, but they were electric cars.
Right.
So if they sold them, if this tells you anything, at the Goodyear store.
Well, and I will say that if you have an electric car, you generally get more out of your brakes. And I can't really explain it, but there's a braking system so that when you are braking and slowing down, it's actually charging your car.
Wow. Well, we want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning and getting us up to speed on the things that are happening. The 16th annual Hammer Down for Habitat Poker Run, 16th annual, coming up Saturday, September the 21st. So circle that date, September 21st. And the other one is the 17th annual Cookin' to Build. That's Saturday, November 2nd. And the Cookin' to Build Paint Your Bowl is going on right now through October 15th. And that, of course, is over at Color Me Mine. Special thank you to Megan Hutchings and also Melissa Cross from Habitat for Humanity. And Richard Luneack, thank you for getting all of this fun started and keeping it going for Habitat for Humanity. All of you have a super day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow right here at WGNS Murfreesboro.